So we're reboarding the flight. It started to snow and our fingers are crossed. So this journey started months ago. We started looking at used Sprinter vans, 4x4, because we live in the Rocky Mountains. Just couldn't really find anything we wanted. Either the build out was, you know, too intricate, or when we wanted to do something custom ourselves, the cost was too high. So we started to zone in on the Winnebago Revel, which we locked in on and realized that, you know, it doesn't meet every criteria we wanted, but it sure meets a lot of them. So we signed up to buy one from Dresen RV in Forest City, Iowa. So the journey starts right now. It started off early this morning in Steamboat Springs, Colorado. Snowy conditions in Denver. Delay was only about 45 minutes. I missed my flight in Denver, but I was able to book one 2 hours later, where I'm going to be picked up by a shuttle driver in Minneapolis and taken to Dresen RV, where I get the Revel tonight. Got into Forest City a little late because my flight was delayed, or I missed my other flight in Denver. But I'm here now, and went to Shooters, had some good pork tenderloin and fried cheese curds. We're just crossing the Winnebago River, and we're headed to the Revel. So they actually have it lit up. Oh boy. There's the big Dresen RV showroom, and surrounded by lots of RVs everywhere. So this is the first sighting. It's actually about 8 o'clock at night, Sunday night. It's nice. It's plugged in. Have all the lights on outside, the running boards. Hopefully the heat's on. Oh yeah. So it's 8:30. I just had dinner in Forest City. Pulled up to Dresen RV. Had the keys with me. The heater's been going. The lights were on. It's such a welcoming first time in the RV. Good morning. It's a little after 6. First night in the Revel. So I just had a great breakfast at the Cabin Coffee, and I'm going to catch some drone footage of the sunrise over Forest City, Iowa. 20 Revel. I did take possession of it last night. Have one night in it already. It was a great night. A little frost on the windshield. It was great. I pull up and the lights were all on, the heat was on. It was a great way to spend the first night in the Revel here at Dresen RV. So this is Jeremy. Jeremy, right?
Yep, Jeremy.
So I'm not gonna shoot the whole thing, but okay. Jeremy's gonna walk around and show me everything about the Revel, so that when I go home I'll probably remember half of the stuff. But the reality is, Dresen RV does such a great job with with how-to videos that I'm sure I could jump online and figure things out on my own. 26 degrees outside. We're inside a nice huge compartment. It's nice and warm, and Jeremy's gonna walk me through the rig. So one of the reasons, you know, besides price, of course, the reasons I came to Litzen is because Winnebago is right down the street. And tomorrow I'm going to go on a tour to see the Revel factory, hopefully see them being built. You bet. So it was really great this morning. I got underneath it. I used one of those little cart things, and I looked underneath the Revel to just check it out, because hopefully nothing will go wrong with it. But you never know. So. Yeah, and you know, that's one of the benefits of our team is that, you know, we'll provide you those tools, but also it gives you an opportunity to really be the first to experience that coach. Be the first to, you know, break in that BS30 correctly and be the first one using it. All right. So, well, so far it's been a pleasure. Yeah, we're really grateful. Yeah. So as you saw, I did orientation this morning. Everything went well. Talked to Ron, bought some parts, bought some weather tech stuff, bought some leveling things, hose, you know, minor things. Litzen RV has an amazing parts department, so they could sell you all kinds of stuff. They have free Wi-Fi, so I'm actually logged on, doing some work, catching up. I'm gonna spend another night here in Forest City and go for the tour tomorrow and then head out onto the road. So Litzen RV gives you this courtesy car. It's been really great going out for breakfast and dinner, but I have been taking the van out on these back roads in Forest City, putting it in and out of four-wheel drive, checking all the switches, all the windows, all the latches, making sure all the electrical works and everything works before I head back to Colorado. So I'm getting ready to leave here at Litzen RV. Got here late Sunday night, spent Monday doing orientation, a little walkthrough, visiting Mason City, and it's Tuesday about noon. I just got done with the RV, the Winnebago tour at the Winnebago factory. Huge appreciation, a lot of craftsmanship, a lot of pride behind these things. So again, it's noon on Tuesday, and gonna be driving out of here. So even though the Revel is a pretty big vehicle, it actually drives really well. You sit up nice and high, so your vantage point is great. The side view mirrors are really nice. There's hardly any blind spots. You could even see out of the back window some and kind of keep track of what's behind you. The seat's very comfortable. The radio, the navigation is all very intuitive, and it really works really well. And so it's quite an easy vehicle to drive. I'm really impressed with that. So my initial reaction of the Revel and Mercedes, it's great so far. So I'm somewhere outside of Lincoln, Nebraska. Spent the night at a truck stop with these big rigs, dieseling all night long, but it was actually really nice white noise. Probably the best sleep I've had in weeks. Great breakfast here at this truck stop. And obviously you see there's snow on the ground, so first drive in snow for the Revel. So I'm about 30 minutes west of Cheyenne, Wyoming. It's 10 degrees outside, wind is swirling around outside, it's pretty crazy. There's been a lot of comments about these vans and how stable they are or unstable they are in high winds. I would say it's pretty good, this Revel. I don't know how fast these winds are going. I'd say they're 50, gusting 50, and following these semis it's a little challenging, but for the most part it's staying pretty straight. Good job Winnebago, good job Mercedes.
How can may I help you?
Oh, hi Mercedes. Thanks for your help. The tires that this comes with, the BF Goodrich, I will say they actually do really good in snow. I have not put it in four-wheel drive. I didn't need to put it in four-wheel drive. Even in braking, did some tests by applying the brakes pretty firm, and the ABS worked really well. It didn't lock up, didn't slide. Even accelerating on a slope, even in rear-wheel drive, it did great. So we're back in Colorado. It's been a pretty good drive, I will say. Just got through a little snowy pass. The Revel, I gotta say, there's a lot of things I love about it. The lane assist is effective. You get used to that beeping. Oh, listen, there you go. So it beeps like that when you're kind of swaying over to one side or the other. There's another thing you could put on that actually does active braking. It doesn't steer for you, but it applies a brake so you get back in the lane. And I'm not really a fan of that. When you're being passed by large semis and you happen to drift over because you want to give them a little bit more room, and all of a sudden it's applying the brakes, I didn't really like that. Also, when you're tactically, avoiding snow or something like that, you're crossing the lines and looking for better pavement. So I don't mind the beeping, but the active braking on the lane assist, not a fan of.